Hi, I'm Sam. I'm travelling around Australia to meet with 6 other gender-diverse artists. I've challenged each of them to create an art piece around the theme Unboxed. I'm really looking forward to exploring the space where gender meets art.
My name's Beau James and I'm a physical theatre circus performer. I've always been a performer. As a young child, always performing for my mum and dad at home. I've learned very quickly to be able to perform within 3 minutes because at home I was only allowed to perform in the ad breaks. So as soon as mum's 60-minute show came back on, I had to sit back down. I was never very good at school at all, but loved being physical and performing and making people laugh. Comedy has always been a big thing for me. That's what helped me get through a lot of my life too, especially identifying at a very young age as a trans person or someone who was not what society would class as the norm. My sense of humour and that outlook on life and being able to laugh has always been something that's been there for me. That strong sense of myself. And look, as an Aboriginal person too, we always performed. Our whole culture was built on dance and song and oral history and passing knowledge down through movement and performance. So, you know, that's embracing that side of myself still too.
Mum, I know what I'm going to be when I grow up. I'm going to be an Aborigine.
I did a show quite a few years ago now, 30 Years in a Suitcase, which was about my life, and it was actually really therapeutic to do that show, and I think helped me move on and grow as a person as well.
Look at you, pretty boy, with both your ears pierced.
Oh, you're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I was working for an organisation that support women in prison. Of course, a lot of those women come with a lot of mental health issues. In particular, one of our clients, one day I happened to answer the door and she ended up committing suicide in front of me. So doused herself in petrol, set herself on fire. Out of that came depression. I thought I was never going to get through it. It's just another one of those moments in time where if you move through it properly and you were game enough to confront it head on, you grow. The strength that came out of that was this character, Solid Gold. And I think Solid Gold gave me the opportunity again to enjoy life.
Right, so that's Solid Gold in his heyday.
And I thought Solid Gold's dream was to be a pole dancer.
Okay.
So Solid Gold was Mr. January. Hey Liz.
Hey.
How are you going?
Good, good. How are you?
So my newest art piece is a photographic piece. I'm at a stage where I'm feeling very centred and still, which for me is quite hilarious because, as I said, usually I'm jumping all around the stage. I was just taking a really hard look at what stops us at times being ourselves as transgender people and as Aboriginal people of speaking out.
That's good.
For me, it's really been Christianity and religion and what that's imposed on us as man, woman, and this is all you can be. And also what Christianity and that has imposed on Aboriginal people, making us look at Jesus rather than our own culture and our own beliefs. That was what really started me thinking about this piece.
That's looking good.
I came across the Pieta statue that Michelangelo did, and it's the statue of Mary holding Jesus, so he's sort of in that point of death, ready to be reborn. When he first carved that piece, man-woman piece, was all out of one piece of marble. So for me, it's like, well, I'm one piece and these two genders or multiple genders are all in here together. So I define myself as non-gender binary. Them or they are the pronouns I prefer. He, probably not so much she these days.
I was always...
The hormone therapy for me has given me the physical characteristics that I'm comfortable with. And I suppose that was after that big trauma incident because it made me think life's too short. I don't want to get to the end of my life and go, God, I wish I'd have done that. I had to shoot the first bit of this photograph a couple of weeks back because I had to do it before chest surgery. So that was quite a vulnerable process, and it's so funny, I struggle looking at that photograph. I actually want to name the piece A Moment in Time because that's exactly what it is. So thanks for coming, everybody. This is the latest art piece I've been working on, and I know that some of you have heard bits and pieces about it. And so without further ado, here it is.
Wow. Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
I've never seen your boobs before.
Sorry. And I think it's the last time as well. The best thing about being transgender for me is ownership of myself. I know who I am and I'm not scared of being who I am, and I'm not scared of putting it out there either. I feel full. I feel full and it's great. Wouldn't change it for the world.